How do you expect the next fight to go, Ben?
Well, basically he's a tall guy. I don't know much about him, to tell you the truth. I've tried to look up some of his fights on YouTube. There's not a lot on him. I saw him head kick a guy. I mean, he looks like a striker. I don't think he's going to have the same sort of power as me. So yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be old school for me. You know,
It's literally a case of ticking over.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that. I think he's quite dangerous. This guy, you know, I mean, I think he's 9-4. He's been fighting since 2004, so he's had a lot of fights. A lot have been fighting a long time. He fought Mark Potter actually last year. He lost to Mark Potter, but you know, he gave Grant quite a tough fight though. So you know, I'm not underestimating him by any stretch. I actually think he's probably going to be tougher than my next fight, which is Ian Hawkins. So I'm not taking him lightly, but you know, I've got a point to prove. I'm coming off a loss, and you know, I certainly don't want to make it 2 losses in a row.
Of course, when you drop off, get back on. As they say.
Exactly.
You expressed your disappointment that Ollie Thompson didn't give you a rematch today in the press conference on Facebook. Yeah. Some of the extent of that disappointment, obviously. I mean, you were champion.
I mean, yeah. Anyone who saw the fight, you know, it was a great fight. You know, the fans loved it. The place was going mad. You know, I wanted to make it an exciting fight. That's why I chose to change my tactics and stand with him a little bit. Otherwise, it would have just ended up being a grappling match on the floor between 2 big guys, and no one would want to see that. But yeah, I'm confident I can beat him again. I mean, I made a couple of mistakes in that last fight. You know, not really taking
Where was it lost when you watched the tape?
I made a few mistakes. I mean, when he was trying to pull me down against the fence, there was things I should have done differently. I shouldn't have postured up when I reversed him and got in his guard. And worst of all, I should never have given him my back. And thanks, mate. I should never have given him my back. You know, and let him get the choke on. You know, I mean, he didn't even have the hooks in. You know, I mean, I should have just stood up and it'd have fell off. But you know, he was quite tired as well. I could hear him panting and puffing and whatnot. So
at the end of it,
yeah,
it was a tough fight.
You know, so you know, but listen, it is what it is. It's MMA. You know, I lost, he won. That's it. But that's the reason why I asked for the rematch straight away, because I was so angry with myself. You know, and obviously he accepted. So I presumed that the next fight he would have would be with me. Obviously, it's turned out that that's not to be the case. I mean, he's saying in one of his interviews, I heard him say that you know, he hasn't got an objection to fighting me again, but it was never going to be the first defence. I don't really understand that, because to my reckoning, you know, if you're the champion and you've accepted a challenge for a rematch, there and then it should be your next fight. Because if he turns around and loses his next fight, then I can't fight him for my belt, can I? You know. I don't know if it was by him. I think Ollie's a good sportsman. You know, I've never heard him really say anything bad about me or anybody else. You know, I do respect the guy. But
do you think he fears the prospect of that?
I don't. To be honest, I think it's probably not him. I think it's more his team around him, which is understandable. You know, I mean, if it was me, my team would be saying the same thing. But as a man and as a man of my word, if I'd given someone my word like I did him, you know, when we spoke before in October or September when I fought Kiana and he called me out, you know, I said, yeah, no problem, and I gave him the fight. You know, if I've said I'm going to do something, I'll do it. You know, and obviously the fact that he said he would, I think he should have just gone above his team and done the rematch.
So you got next fight, Ian Hawkins, then possibly Ollie, if he's still got the title.
To be honest with you, I said to Dave, win or lose, whatever happens with him and Mark, I mean, I've got my own idea what I think is going to happen, but you know, win or lose against Mark, I want to fight him again, ideally in September if I can. You know, that's what I'm hoping is going to happen, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks very much.